Tonight, we're diving into quite a controversial debate, MotoGP versus Formula One. Who's got the guts to stare death in the face, unprotected, exposed, and inches from disaster?
Marquez here, he tips it in. Whoa! Wow! Oh, dearie me!
Is it the MotoGP warriors, scraping elbows at insane speeds with nothing but leather and luck? Or the F1 drivers, locked inside carbon fiber missiles, gambling their lives at 300 kilometers per hour with every split-second decision? Only one can claim the title of motorsport's bravest, and the answer will shock you. MotoGP bikes are pure, unfiltered violence. Over 300 horsepower strapped to a featherweight frame. No roll cage, no airbags, no second chances. Riders balance on contact patches thinner than your phone, their bodies one mistake away from being launched skyward. Every lap, they're a human missile, with nothing but adrenaline and instinct, dancing on the edge of disaster, trusting their nerve more than any safety device. Now F1. These aren't just cars. They're rolling fortresses, engineered for survival and speed. Drivers are locked into carbon fiber cocoons, protected by the halo, fireproof suits, and 6-point harnesses. The downforce is so insane these cars could drive upside down. But inside, it's a pressure cooker. 5G in corners, strategy calls at 300 kilometers per hour, and the ever-present threat of a split-second catastrophe. Every lap is a mental and physical chess match where the tiniest miscalculation can mean disaster. You're not just racing the clock, you're fighting physics, fatigue, and fate. Both machines push human limits, just in radically different ways. In MotoGP, you are the crash structure. In F1, you're wrapped inside one. In MotoGP, you're exposed to the elements, feeling every vibration and slip. In F1, you're encased in technology, but the speed and the stakes are just as real. MotoGP is a crash highlight reel. In 2023, there were 335 crashes, 17 every race weekend. That's nearly one crash every 10 minutes of track action. Riders like Marc Marquez have shattered bones, bolted themselves back together, and returned to the grid weeks later. Broken bones, torn ligaments, painkillers, these aren't exceptions, they're the price of entry. The bike doesn't care if you're hurt, the race never waits. Every rider knows the risks, and yet they line up chasing the thrill and the glory. F1 crashes are rarer, but when they hit, they're apocalyptic. Grosjean's Bahrain fireball, split in two, engulfed in flames, and somehow he walks away. 52 driver deaths in F1 history, but only one in the last 25 years. The danger is always there, lurking at the edge of every corner. Technology might save you, but it can't protect you from the relentless pressure or the consequences of a single error at 300 kilometers per hour. MotoGP riders know fear like no one else. One high side, and you're in the hospital, or worse. Yet, every week they suit up, stare down the barrel, and twist the throttle. Heart rates over 190 beats per minute, tunnel vision, and a mental battle against the voice screaming, slow down. They don't. They never do. In F1, the fear is cunning, calculated. Drivers juggle tire wear, fuel, and split-second strategy, all while fighting G-forces that would make fighter pilots dizzy. One lapse, and it's game over. The pressure is relentless. The stakes are life and death, and every driver feels it. Both MotoGP riders and F1 drivers battle fear every lap. But MotoGP carries it in their bones, every second on two wheels. MotoGP riders don't just ride, they wrestle their bikes. Hanging off the edge of grip, shifting every ounce of body weight, they're contortionists balancing on knees, thighs, and willpower. Cramps, dislocated shoulders, broken bones, torn ligaments, and road rash, their bodies are a battlefield of scars and pain. The physical toll is relentless, but the passion is even stronger. F1 drivers endure a different kind of grind, locked in a tiny cockpit, neck muscles burning, sweat pouring by lap 10. Cockpits can reach over 50 degrees Celsius, and drivers lose up to 3 kilograms in sweat during a race. 2 hours of intense concentration and physical punishment, fighting G-forces up to 5G while their minds juggle endless variables. The endurance required is superhuman, and the margin for error is razor thin. Both sports push the human body to extremes, just in different ways. In MotoGP, the pain is visible. In F1, it's hidden beneath layers of technology and focus. F1 drivers are tactical masterminds, running a chess game at 300 kilometers per hour with no room for error. Their precision, mental load, and endurance are off the charts. But when it comes to pure, balls-to-the-wall courage, MotoGP riders take the crown. They race knowing every crash could cost skin, bones, or worse. The stakes are always high, and the risks are personal. They don't just risk the win, they risk everything every single lap. The bravest in motorsport don't ride in cages. They ride on two wheels, no safety net, just throttle, instinct, and heart. That's what makes MotoGP riders the ultimate daredevils. But maybe, just maybe, it's the willingness to face these dangers that unites every true racer. Would you rather be thrown sky high in a MotoGP high side, or slam into a wall at 300 kilometers per hour in Monaco? Drop your answer in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more jaw-dropping stories from the world's wildest sports. Until next time, keep your heart racing and never stop chasing the impossible.